Right Management really provided all the necessary assessments that I really needed to understand where I was at that point in my life and in my career, and being able to have someone, working with me to be able to help me through the journey, and not only understanding the opportunities that I have as an individual, but as well as learning more about myself as a human being, as a person, and help me really understand the path that I needed to put myself on as to what will be the next chapter in my life as it relates to my professional career and where I wanted to be, and making sure that I found the right company and the right experience that will align with what I was looking for based on what I learned about me. So the selection process and why we thought Right was the right partner for us to help us go through this journey as an executive, we found Right Management to be a company that, even though as big as it is, we found it to be very personable. We found Right to be the company that will help the entire leadership team and the executive team that was going to go through this process to have the opportunity to work with a company that not only provided the right resources, but also had the technology and had the breadth of talent within their organization, as well as connections and the networking that we needed to develop in order for us to really find that next opportunity for all of us. So it was a connection immediately when we met with the Right Management team that came to visit with us as we went through the selection process. Networking opportunities that Right provided, not only that Right is able to leverage a lot of the people that they have helped through this process. Most of those individuals that they've helped placed in some cases have also, or prepare them to be placed in new jobs experiences. They have agreed to help others as well that are going through the process. And it was great to be able to have the opportunity to meet other executives and to learn from other executives that have gone through the process and have gone through the similar experiences that I was going through at the time. And all actually connected by my coach at Right. And based on the connections and the relationships built by my coach, they were able to provide access to a lot of great individuals that have gone through the process, and made it much easier to be able to speak to people that could relate to what you were going through. The most important part of the process and the experience through Right was having those with the workshops that are available. There's so many different ways that you can learn through the process, and there's so many very, very interesting topics that are available for one to choose from. Even going through interview processes in my past, I learned so much by just learning new ways on how to prepare for an interview and how to go through an interview process. And though I've been around for a little while, I still learn a lot. Being able to, how do you use technology, how to use LinkedIn, how to use all these different services that are out there today to be able to connect with people, being able to connect with recruiters that I did not have and I didn't know existed. It's something that, I would say Right excel at being able to give, one, an opportunity not only to learn about them, but also how to leverage the tool and how to use the tool to your advantage as well. So the relationship with my consultant was very unique, in my view, because I felt a very personal connection to the individual that I worked with. The individual that I worked with because of the assessment, did have really good insights as to me as an individual, and to the point that I think the person got to know me better than, probably most of those people that are around me as well. So, and There was a relationship of trust that we built with one another, a relationship that was based on really understanding where my opportunities were and how I needed to maximize and really bring out the things that really made me, got me more excited and got me more engaged and more involved as we were having the conversations. So she played out of, or the person played out my strength across as I was going through interview processes, preparing for interviews and so forth, versus probably what I would have done on my own. The services that I completed, they just don't end by me as a client moving on because I found my next great big opportunity. I still have a relationship with the right management team. I still have a relationship with a coach that I built. And this will continue on just because I'm grateful and I am extremely happy with the results that I got from the work that we did together that got me where I am today. And it was all because of the preparation that I received and the coaching that I received through the process. Right management also allowed me and gave me a lot of access on how to choose a board. I had not had the experience on pay boards in the past. I had only been on boards that were for nonprofit, given that that was a requirement at the restriction that I had from my previous companies. And Wright embarked on helping us, helping me understand what it is to be on a board, understand what it is to be on a public board. And that was an amazing insights that I received. And not only that, if they didn't have the answer internally, I had also the network of people that they provided that were on boards that they connected me with. So I had the opportunity to talk to other people that have gone through this process with Wright that were part still of the group at some point in time, and I had access to this individual. So that is the power of networking, because I was able also to leverage people that had knowledge beyond in this subject of that of being in a public board. My coach was able to coach me on how to negotiate the deal, and what are the things I needed to look for, what are the things I needed to be asking, where was the break point, if you will, kind of how to push it, what levers to pull, and so forth. So I think I didn't expect that at all, but it was one of those things that as we started going through the process, my coach asked the question and said, so have you received your compensation package? I said, as a matter of fact, I did. Would you like to have a conversation about it? And I said, would you like to also help me with that? And my coach said, absolutely, I would love to help you with that. Totally unexpected, and it's something that, again, was really great to be able to open my eyes to some things that I didn't consider as I was going through the negotiation process.